Hey, so what if I told you that 90% of your email success is decided in the first 3 seconds when people open your email? Meaning, before your subscriber reads your offer, before they see your CTA, literally the moment they open your email, they have already made up their own decision. Because at that point, your subscriber isn't asking, is what he's offering or what she's offering, is it good? No, they are asking something way simpler, and that is this for me or not? And if the answer isn't obvious immediately, nothing else you write or you wrote in that email really matters. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to write opening lines that instantly signal to your reader that this is exactly for them, and it makes them want to keep going, keep reading your email. So let me show you the first pattern and why it works so well the moment when someone opens your email. Something to keep in mind is that we want the reader to feel, not to think, but to feel that this email or the email that we're going to send them is perfect for them. So here's examples and how you can apply them. I have structured everything into this document so that you can understand the whole structure and how everything is broken down and how you can also implement it in your own email. So pattern number one is, if your specific solution feeling problem, then spark curiosity, create scarcity, create urgency, create an emotion, create suspense and mystery. Here are the examples. Okay, so we can start with something like, if you have social anxiety, then this could be the most important email that you have ever opened in your life, right? Another example is that if you have been struggling to get clients consistently, then you will feel really excited after reading this email, right? Now, notice here that the specific situation or the feeling of the problem is social anxiety, right? So we have to define something that is a situation, a specific situation that they're having a problem with or something or a feeling. And then sparking curiosity or creating scarcity or creating urgency or creating an emotion or like creating that mystery is this, okay? This could be the most important email that you have ever opened in your email, okay? And we're doing the same exact thing in all other emails. If you have been struggling, right? Struggling to get clients consistently using specific situation, feeling or problem, right? So this is their pain point, this is their problem. So we're using that to hook them in, right? Then you will feel really excited after reading this email. This is sparking curiosity. It's just making them want to read it more. Now, this is not the best examples, but it gives you an understanding of exactly what I mean, how this pattern works. Just use trigger words that describe the situation, not who they are, okay? And don't be afraid to be sensational. Pattern number two is, if your specific situation or feeling, the same way like we used in the above pattern number one, and then plus insert end results or selfish desire. I'm going to explain that in a second. Then spark curiosity, create scarcity, create urgency, create an emotion, or create suspense and mystery. Now, for example, it can be like, if you have been struggling with your weight and want to finally lose those stubborn 20 pounds, then this will be the most informative email you will ever read. Now, this is not that specific, but it gives you an understanding of exactly what we mean, right? So this one is the specific situation or feeling, right? And then the end result is want to finally lose those stubborn 20 pounds, right? So something like that. The next example can be that if you are tired of inconsistent income months and want to hit 10K per month, maybe 10K consistently, then this will be the most important email you ever open, right? So we gotta play with that, right? This is the situation, the specific situation or feeling or problem, and this is the end results that they want. They want to hit to 10K consistent, right? So it's like that. If you want this document, just let me know. I will attach it down below for you guys to access it. Have different resources on there, so you can check it out. Pattern number three, it can be like if you specific situation slash problem or problem plus end result in a time period, then spark curiosity, create scarcity, create urgency, create an emotion, right? So it can be like, for example, if you want to lose 10 pounds in the next 10 days, then you need to start eating this new superfood that will literally burn your fat while you sleep. Now, you don't just have to say about maybe this will be the most important email that you will ever read. It's not a must that you go with that line. You can just come up, create that urgency and creating curiosity by coming up maybe with a curiosity word, right? So right here, I just tried showing you how you can spark curiosity. Now, saying this new superfood is creating some sort of curiosity, this new superfood, but it's not a must. It's not the best word, okay? I'm just giving you examples so that you guys can understand, okay? So if you want to lose 10 pounds in the next 10 days, so specific situation or problem is losing 10 pounds, okay? They're overweight, so they want to lose this one, right? So it's giving them an end result in a time period, right, which is the next 10 days. So this is an end result next 10 days. Then you need to start eating this new superfood, sparking curiosity, that will literally burn your fat while you sleep. Now, this is kind of a promise, right? I'm giving them a promise that if they use this new food, right, they will burn fat while they sleep. They will burn fat easily. While they sleep means easily, right? So giving them an easy way out, right? So another example, it can be like, if you want to add 5 new clients in the next 30 days without any paid ads. Now, this is constraint, right? Without any paid ads, then you are going to freak over what I have to share with you in this email or something like that, right? So if you want to add 5 new clients, so this is an end result that people want, right? So this is an end result, and then we're giving them a timeline. All right, so end result in a time period. Here you can use specific situation or problem plus end result, or you can just go with end result, or you can just go with specific problem, and then you can spark curiosity, right? This is pattern number 3, right? So without any paid ads, this is constraint, right? Constraints can be added, or you can just decide to skip them. There is no problem. It's just like eliminating the kind of objection that people have, right? So without any paid ads, then you're going to freak out over what I have to share with you in this email. It sparks that curiosity, making people want to stick around. Okay, there are others like that right here. If you're tired of being broke and want to make 5K in the next 2 weeks, then this might be the most important email you have ever read. So if you are tired of being broke, now this is specific situation or problem, they are broke and want to make 5K, this is an end result in the next 2 weeks, which is a period. So end results in a period, in a time period, this might be the most important email you ever read, sparking that curiosity so that people can stick around. Pattern number 4 is that if you and then address a specific situation or problem they've been experiencing right now. So how does this work? Is like, for example, if you are sick and tired of sending 100 cold DMs per day just to get one client, remember, you just have to be very specific with the situation, so the problem that your audience is going through, because that helps you like create some sort of connection, tap into their emotions, so that like they can understand like, okay, this person understands exactly where I'm coming from, right? So if you're sick and tired of sending 100 cold DMs per day just to get one client, then you need to learn this new marketing hack before it's too late. Now, addressing the situation they're experiencing right now, right? So the situation that they're experiencing right now is that they're sick and tired of sending 100 cold DMs per day just to get one client, right? To trigger that curiosity, this is what they're going through right now, right? To trigger that curiosity, we have to tell them that they need to learn this new email marketing hack, right? This one is the curiosity hack. This is what we need. We need to give them something new, maybe unique, something specific, right? Something maybe old, right? Something that it's different, right? We need to show them that it's different. It can be easy, it can be new, it can be different, or at any kind of way, right? You can come up with a name for it, but right, but this is just an example, right? Before it's too late. Now creating that urgency, creating that scarcity, that before it's too late. Now it's not a must you use all this, but this is just making people hooked into the email so that they can read the email, right? The other thing that you can use right here is that if you current struggle, frustration plus desired outcome, then spark curiosity, blah 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 blah. Example of that is that if you are working out 5 days a week, okay, but still can't lose weight while eating your favorite foods, then you need to learn this new strange exercise, right? So if you're working out 5 days a week, current struggle or current frustration, they're working too much, they're exhausting themselves, but still, okay, but still can't lose weight while eating your favorite foods. So the desired outcome is that they want to lose weight while eating their favorite food, or just without dieting and all that, right? So they just want to lose weight naturally, right? So current struggle, frustration plus desired outcome, then you spark curiosity plus add some urgency if you can, or create some type of emotion. So you need to learn this new strange exercise. This is just sparkling curiosity, this new strange exercise. Now this is not the best, okay? Just come up with some sort of name that tells them a little bit of what it is, but not exactly what it is. They're like, okay, I kind of understand exactly what this is, but I don't understand like how does it work, or like how is it, you get it? So something like that. So get inside of the head of your reader and describe the exact situation. Don't be afraid to go crazy with specificity and boldness. Just define and go deeper with it. Just go deeper and define, be very specific, okay? So for example, it can be like, if you want all this or just vague, this one can be like the one, right? So if you want to lose 10 pounds in the next 10 days while still eating pizza and ice cream every night, then you need to start eating this new magical food that ancient Chinese emperors have been eating for years, right? Now this new magical food is not that good, but yeah, it kind of works, right? But this shows you exactly what specificity in your emails and hooks exactly means, right? You need to nail down, name maybe the foods and stuff like that you know that your audience loves them, if it's on weight and stuff like that, right? Down to the next one, which is pattern number 5, is state your case. Who are you and what have you accomplished? So something like this can come up in your email. Like for example, I went from 0 to 100K in 90 days using only email marketing, and I'm about to reveal my exact blueprint or something like that. Here is exactly blah 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 blah, right? So be sure to remix the end result, selfish desire and spark curiosity. So it can be something like that, or else it can be something like, last month I made let's say over $40,000 from a single email. This month I'm going to show you exactly how to do it yourself too, by yourself, or to do it yourself. So never brag about something without backing it up, or don't claim something without backing up, because people are very sensitive to clickbaity and they will get very angry if they feel like you are lying to them. So do not do this, okay? Don't say my weight loss program is the best in the world. Say my weight loss program is the best in the world because I personally went from 250 maybe lbs to 185 lbs, which is pounds, in 12 days. Okay, show the before and after pictures, and maybe 127 other people have also achieved similar results with an average loss of 31 pounds. Okay, so be specific when backing yourself up. Right? Pattern number 6 is asking questions, meaning you need to ask questions about the situation and feelings, not about who they are, because you already know that. Okay, and the important thing here to help you like write the best questions targeting the situation and the feelings is that you need to know your audience struggles and desires here. Okay, so example of question hooks are like, do you want to end result? So an example can be, do you want to wake up to new client inquiries in your inbox every morning, or something like, do you want to finally break through that revenue plateau? Now you have to don't just say that revenue plateau, right? Because most people don't understand, won't understand what the hell is revenue plateau and what do you mean by revenue. Okay, what do you mean by break, right? So you just have to be very specific. Give them numbers, play with numbers, tell them exactly what you are targeting, right? Another formula can be, do you want to earn result plus time? So for example, do you want to double your income in the next 90 days? Or something like, do you want to quit your 9 to 5 by the end of this year, or something like that, right? Then read this email very carefully. So we have different varieties of questions that you can ask right here. You can just check out the PDF right below, or the document. Okay, the other thing is that you need to be very relatable. Describe the exact situation. The more specific the better. So an example of that can be, do you ever wake up at 3 a.m. worried about money? Do you ever refresh your bank account hoping a payment came through? Do you ever feel like everyone else has it figured out except you? Do you ever wonder if you should just give up and get a regular job, right? So this, okay, multiple good questions that you can ask, but you should not just use all of them, right? This, like, all these questions are used, like, people are used to 3-4 types of questions, right? Like when you just group them together, it doesn't work like that. You just have to go maybe with 2 or 1 question. Then you dive into the email, break down the email, right? It's good, okay? But be sure to test. It depends to your audience. Test for yourself, see exactly what works, okay? So the key takeaway here is that you need to make your reader feel the email is about their exact situation, about their exact problem, about you solving their problem. So use hooks that is directed to the situation in their problem. Okay, use emotional triggers. All emotions work, positive and negative. Describe the situation, feelings, and problems, not who they are. You already know that. Okay, we already know that. They already know who they are. You already know who they are. So just describe the situation, the feelings, and problems, and that will pull them in. The other thing is that create curiosity, scarcity, urgency, and suspense. Maybe in the hook, it's not like you should do it always, but you can do it sometimes. It pulls people in again. Okay, back up bold claims with specific pros and numbers, right? So if you make a bold claim on top of the hook, just make sure to back it up. Okay, another thing is that you need to address their pain point and desire directly and specifically. Okay, if you do that in the beginning in your hook, it's perfect. Okay, don't be afraid to be sensational, but never lie. Okay, the other thing is test different hooks and track what works. Okay, know your audience struggles deeply, think like them, feel like them, because your audience is what matters. And remember that your subscribers opted into your list because they have a specific problem or desire. So you don't need to tell them who they are because they already know that. Instead, describe exactly what they're feeling, struggling with, or dream about, and that's when they will say, this email is exactly for me, and they will keep reading it from the beginning to the end. Okay, so I hope that was really valuable. If you need this document again, you can find it in the description. That's it. See you on the next one. Peace.